This past weeks, we have been having mass shootings, mass killings, and it seems like we are out of control. We are out of control. Now, the thing is that they want to do all these gun reform laws. But from where I'm from, we can get a gun anywhere. You can get a gun anywhere, regardless if it's an AR-15, maybe not that, but you can get a gun anywhere. It's sad that people are taking innocent lives, um, and then say they have mental health issues to try to counteract their action. It's sad. But what I do want to say is that it needs to stop. Okay. To where when I go somewhere, I don't know if it's a pack, I don't even want to walk in the pack. If it's a festival, now I'm afraid to be at a festival because you got people coming out there with guns. I mean, with full body armor, and there's nothing we can do. So let's get into it. So this past weekend, I'm going to talk about one incident, and then I'll come back later regarding the other. There was a shooting at the Encino Hospital Medical Center. Now you know we just had a shooting last week at another hospital. Now we have an incident at a medical facility. This is where people go in to get help. This is where we have our healthcare professionals. And as a healthcare professional, we are there to help, not to be harmed. We are there to restore life, okay? So, police on Saturday identified a man who allegedly stabbed a doctor and two nurses in Southern California at a hospital emergency room ward. Um, he remained inside a room for hours before the police arrested him. His name was Askam Amir Soleimani. I don't know how to say that. Okay. 35 years old. He has been booked on 3 counts of attempted murder related to Friday's attack. He is being held on $3 million bail. Okay. He parked in the middle of the street, went into the emergency room where he asked for treatment for anxiety before stabbing the doctor and the nurses and authorities. Now, listen, how are the healthcare professionals even going to want to help? You may be dying, chest pain, but they want to make sure, they want to warn you to make sure you ain't got no gun. Now we're going to have security at the doors of the emergency room before we can get treated in life and death situations because we got people walking in off the street saying they have anxiety. He had a dog and he stabbed the doctor and the nurses. Okay. Uh, they were taken, the 3 victims were taken to a trauma center. It was blood everywhere, you guys. The hospital did not immediately respond to any request for a comment on Saturday. The first floor of Encino Hospital and some nearby offices were evacuated during the attack. There was no evidence. Well, I know we'll come up with some later. There was no evidence that the man knew the victims. Random. They don't have evidence. Did he not treat him right? Did he not get the medication he wanted? You know, everything sometimes becomes the doctor's and the nurse's fault when we have patients that feel like they didn't get what they were supposed to do. The doctor didn't do what they were supposed to do. But let's remember, y'all, it's called medical practice. That means they're practicing, okay? Well, I should have said that. No one else in the hospital was injured. Other patients were able to be treated. Uh, let me get his name right. Amr Soleimani was later taken to another hospital for treatment of self-inflicted injuries to his arms. He may have had some mental illness going on, but we have so many issues in the world right now. We got homelessness. I mean, we got wars going on. People are starving. People are having a hard time finding housing, and we don't have enough mental wards. There was blood all over the floor, blood in the rooms, blood on the gurneys. The doctor was laying on. It was a bloodbath. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up some video of it of what happened. So let's go into that.
SWAT teams moved carefully as other first responders surrounded Encino Hospital Medical Center, where at 3:50 p.m., a knife-wielding man entered the ER and assaulted 2 nurses and a doctor. This technician saw the man moments before the attack.
He looked high, or he just looked very anxious. He was sweating a lot. Half of his shirt was like drenched in sweat. He had a dog with him.
LAPD contained the attacker in a room near the ER as they cleared the first floor. Passers-by on busy Ventura Boulevard couldn't believe their eyes.
We saw people coming out. There was like bloody people, kind of. I mean, there was just like regular patients too. I think they were evacuating.
I'm just praying for all their families of the nurses and the doctors and all the patients. And honestly, I'm disgusted in all of the violence that's been happening lately.
4 hours into the standoff, SWAT switched tactics. The deputy chief won't say what was used, only that the man left in an ambulance after matters ended peacefully.
We eventually had to employ some of our other methods outside of negotiations, and he was taken into custody. He's being transported to a local hospital for injuries that appear to be self-inflicted. And he'll be treated there, and he'll be subsequently booked.
The man familiar to police is believed to be in his mid-30s.
He's been arrested for basically a battery on a police officer and resisting arrest in the past here in the San Fernando Valley.
LAPD says it doesn't appear the man targeted anyone in particular. This woman feared her friend was hurt.
But I don't know who. I know she's working. I see her car.
I hope she's good. I hope she's okay. I hope that people are going to get caught.
That woman later confirmed for us that her...
So there you have it, you guys. It's going down. We need to figure out a way to get guns off the street, out of the hands of the people that don't need to have them. But how do you combat a knife? You can't. How do you combat a knife? I mean, it could be a concealed weapon, I guess, but how do you combat a knife? Nobody ever knew that the guy was coming in with it. Now we got to worry about knives. Now, honestly, sometimes I think we need to all be armed, because I believe if everybody walked around armed, people wouldn't be so quick to pull. People wouldn't be so quick to pull. Last month was Mental Health Awareness Month. We got to do a lot more for our mental health, guys, if we can. We just have to. And I think we need to be more vigilant. We are humans, so we care for our patients, but we need to be more vigilant and watching our surroundings, knowing that everybody may not be coming in there with a pure heart, you guys. So I'm telling you now, watch your surroundings. Watch your surroundings. Let's pray for those people that got stabbed in Encino. The funerals that we're having in Texas right now, the people that just got killed in Philly, I'll be back with my report on that, but I wanted to stop in and do my very first, The Truth Network. No, The Truth Talk Show, y'all. And I am Dee Dee Simon, The Truth. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to bring you more content, keeping it real. We're going to always keep it the truth up in here, y'all. Always keep it 100 and keep it the truth.